Well, I guess everybody's where they should be, probably in the line. No one's here. It's the smallest crowd we've had here, but obviously a great crowd today. And I think I was excited for our players. I was excited for our fans, to come out there today. And it was a I told the players afterwards. I mean, we felt good during the week. We felt very confident. Just knowing that we had to go out there and perform. I thought that all three phases kind of complemented each other at times, during the game, which I think you have to do to win games late in the season in December. I also told the players that, hey, listen, this is the first game of the fourth quarter. Let's not get distracted with any noise on the outside. Let's, get ready. We got an division opponent next week, and we've got to get ready to play again. And, obviously the season's not over. And like the same thing, we're not going to get too high. We're not going to get too low. We're going to work our butts off and see if we can get ourselves ready for next week.
How impressed were you with your offense play turnover-free?
You know what? It's a good. Yeah, I mean they've done a good job over a course of time of really creating turnovers. I thought that, it wasn't just that we just had Pat, back in the lineup. Obviously Pat was back in the lineup, but I thought that, we ran the ball well, which is a credit to the guys up front, the tight ends, the running backs, did a nice job. I thought that we had a pretty clean pocket, throughout the game, and everyone knows they have an excellent pass rush. I thought our young receivers kind of stepped up. I mean, they made some big plays out there, along with Marquise Lee. So that was really good to see. Those guys have really been working hard, to make plays like that on Sunday. That stuff just doesn't occur. They're talented individuals, but you got to work extremely hard against good defense. So I thought, from that standpoint, it felt very comfortable. When we can run the football and we can have a clean pocket. Blake had another really good game. So excited about putting those things back to back. And defensively, we gave up 4 big plays. A couple of runs, but the 4 big plays. And that's what a guy like, Russell Wilson can do to you. I mean, he's I said it during the week, he'd have my vote, I think he's an outstanding player. He can, keep the plays going, which he did, and throw it down the field. And they got good skill players, and they can make plays, and they did it. I thought special teams, it was unfortunate, Corey had the fumble, but then Mick picks one up and takes it down to the 1, and that's what I mean about, complimentary stuff like that, in doing that. So that was a good play. And I thought that the end of the third quarter into the fourth quarter, we had that good drive coming out. I thought that was a key drive. Obviously you're going to look at the end of the game now, but I thought, for us to get that ball out of there at the -2, because defensively we were able to cause turnovers, which is important for our team. But I thought, when we get the turnovers and we can move the ball up, one of the turnovers we scored a touchdown with, but moving the football is important.
At the end of the game, did your guys show some composure to not get ejected like some other guys did?
Well, I mean, we talk about that, weekly. It's not just to a certain opponent. We talk about, making sure that the decisions we make on the field, are team decisions. No matter what we feel or what we do, we want to do what's best for the team. So, emotions run high in games, across the NFL. So we try to make sure that our players understand that as they go.
Doug, how have you helped turn Blake around? You were here as offensive line coach, but what he's done even in those last 2 games when he took over last year and this year, what's the key? What's the difference in him, do you see?
Probably a little bit of stability. He has, Nate was here, prior to that, and was his coach. And Nate became the coordinator, at a certain time, last year. And then having the whole off season and feeling real comfortable, with the situation, what we're doing. I think that Scott Milanovich helps too. We hired Scott to be the quarterback coach. I think for that support in that room, and the guy that you don't talk about a lot that does a good job for him too is Chad. That's something that kind of probably gets missed in the whole thing. And then you got to give a lot of credit to Blake. A lot of times, I've said this before that, it's that position. It's hard at times, because when you get a lot of blame, some of it's deserved and some of it's not, you know. But, you know, to be able to come back and work hard and do those things, but it's still not, you know, it's the book's not ended yet, you know. So it's we're excited about where we are, but like I said in this league, and I've said it many times in the press conferences, you know, or during the week, you know, when you guys are around, is that you got to prove it every Sunday, you know, and that's one thing that we have to do as a team. You know, every Sunday we have to go out there and play to win.
Sorry, can you talk about the two wide receivers, the two rookie wide
Yeah.
receivers, Cole and Westbrook, and especially Westbrook since he's come off IR, his contribution?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you see it, obviously, you know, it's the stuff that we expected today. I mean, there was some tough catches, you know, contested balls that he was able to make. I give him credit because, you know, when you're placed on that, you're not practicing. You know, so people kind of lose sight of that a little bit. You know, here's this young kid who's practicing, and then now all of a sudden he's not practicing for a long period of time. You know, how do you get him caught up as far as, you know, the timing with the quarterback and in-game timing and things of that nature. So, you know, he has done a very good job, you know what I'm saying, working his butt off to do that. Cole, you know, has been around all year, you know, and he's, you know, really trying to work and managing his body and managing how he feels and things of that nature. He was an undrafted, you know, free agent from Kentucky Wesleyan, you know, and, you know, he's done a very good job. And, you know, I think he's starting to come along and make some plays for us, which, you know, which we need.
Biggest crowd of the year, could you feel it out there?
Absolutely. I thought the crowd was outstanding. I know that our players were fired up for it. And, you know, like I said before, we just try to go out there and you know, earn the respect of our fans. They're great, and you know we have to perform well, and you know we got to keep doing that. You know.
They cut it to 6, get the ball back. Was it a couple anxious moments there for you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, you're thinking, shoot. I mean, you know, first you're thinking, okay, how many drives, and you know, less than 7 minutes do they have? You know, what's the average drives in that range with the 3 timeouts? And all of a sudden, boom, it's a touchdown now. So we're playing. You know, and I went over to the office, and I thought we were playing well. I said, hey, listen, we're going to go play. Let's go play football. You know what I'm saying? Let's go win this game. You know, and then you know, they went out there, and then you know we took up some clock, and then we wound up getting the ball back, and then you know at the end, you know, that's a big run. You know. Stop the game, and you take the ball away from a guy that, you know, is the best quarterback in the league in the fourth quarter.
Doug, you said the book for this team isn't over yet. What do you want the team to focus on to finish out the season?
Well, I don't want them to focus on the end. I want them to focus. Probably for me, what I usually talk to the team about is, you know, Wednesday we'll come in here, we'll put this game to bed quickly, and then our focus will be on our next opponent. You know, and that's and what we have to do that day. You know, to make sure that we can perform on Sunday. And that's been what we've been doing all year. It really has. That hasn't changed.
With your headset on, you got a lot of things going on, and it's only the first game of the fourth quarter, as you like to say. Do you pay attention at all to when they plaster a final score that says Arizona beats Tennessee? Is that
No, I don't. I mean, my experience been in this league is that, you know, those ups and downs, the season's not over. When the season's over and you're there, then hey, okay, good. Okay, here we go. Next chapter in the world of the NFL, you know, playoffs. So I don't really get into that. The only thing I looked up and saw was like there were people in the pool. I was like, holy cow. Because I was thinking, I don't think those pools are heated. I swear. I mean, well, I mean, not during the game, guys. I mean, I'm not during the game, but like before the game, I'm looking up there and, you know, I kind of look around and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, there are people in the pool.
You mentioned, you talked about, last one, guys. You talked about Wilson and what you were going up against. I mean, you hit him in the mouth with 3 interceptions today, but he also hit you with 2 bombs in this game. Talk about the uniqueness of having to game plan against a Russell Wilson. Because I know you talked about it during the week, but was it what you saw all along or seen from him? And
yeah, dangerous. I mean, shoot. I mean, you know, you go out there. It doesn't take. Everyone knows. I mean, he can make all the throws. He can extend plays. He can run for first downs. He can get up. He can avoid sacks. I mean, you know, it's like a combination of a lot of different guys that I've gone against in my experience, and you know, put into one. And he's an outstanding competitor. He really is. And I think it showed today. And you know, we came up on top, which is good. Why don't you guys write your stories, get out of here, and go relax and go party.
Okay.
right? Yeah, thanks.